Hello and welcome to another YouTube video here on this channel. Today we are diving into twos, and there are a few reasons why. The first one is the new web clipper, which I really like. It doesn't seem like the biggest thing, but for a lot of people it is important to have a good web clipper, and that might be one reason why people choose another application instead of twos. For example, I've seen people walking away from applications because the web clipper hasn't been good enough or non-existent. Twos had a web clipper, but it wasn't as good as the web clipper they have right now, which came out, I think, yesterday from the day of filming this video, so it will be a few days when this video is published. But we also have or I also wanted to do like a tour of my twos because I talked previously about scrintal and did a tour of my scrintal, and I said that I have some issues that I am fixing by using another application, and that other application is twos. So twos sort of functions as a place where I have everything and then I move them. So if I come up with an idea, especially on the go, since scrintal doesn't have a mobile application, if I have an idea, I will jot it down into as a task, and once I've moved it to the right place, that might be into scrintal, it might be for my work into my work project management tool, and once I've done that, I click the task as done. But let's jump into twos. So I have my days right here. These are a couple of videos I have to film today. I'm meeting my sister today, so I have a few tasks. I actually often see my home right here where I can see all of these. I can see upcoming reminders. I actually have connected my calendar, but that doesn't seem to work, so that is something I will need to check on. It worked previous to me filming this video, so when I opened twos uh, and was getting ready to film this video, this actually worked, but it doesn't now. So I have some of these issues with twos, but there hasn't been anything major. It is small things like this. But if we jump into the application, so I have a bunch of personal stuff. These are people and wish lists for people. I have a Amex card I need to keep control of and remember the rules of payment and things like that. I have a watch list. I have a small wish list here. I need, or I don't need, but I want a new fountain pen. I have my weekly review for 2024. As you saw in Scrintal as well, I actually duplicate this, so I have it both in Scrintal and I also have it in twos. So here you can see it starts up from the 26th of May. That was when I started doing this. And if I just open this up, you can see the amount of followers and how I've gained followers on different social medias. As I talked about before, this is mainly a mental health thing. Sometimes I feel like I'm not progressing, and having this and seeing actually how much I've progressed means a lot to me. So this is something I do for this year as well. This is actually my goals. This is my weekly review right here. So this was the first in January, and there will be plenty more of these. I have a long form journal, which I won't open up because that is highly personal. I have a small watch list here. These are mainly things like when I'm sitting at the dinner table and someone suggests something to me, I don't want to be rude and sit on my phone for a while to find the right app or to go into the web and find Scrintal and write it down there or find another application. I just want to quickly jot something down, and then it often goes into twos and I can then move it later. That's why you just see one thing here. The second reason is because I don't watch a lot of like series, Netflix, Disney. I don't even have Amazon. I mainly watch my favorite sports teams lose. That is pretty much what I watch, and YouTube videos as well, just because I enjoy it a lot more. We have like my admin stuff. These are just YouTube description links, so I will need to change this up, but I have it right here. This is my buy me a coffee, which I just copy paste every single time. I will also now add my referral links here. Once I've gotten them to work, I will create a list. I can actually do that right now. So referral links right here, and we can just create a sub lists. And I know that people get annoyed for this, but I almost never use keyboard shortcuts. We have resources which have everything from like articles I've read, from my design inspo, from motivational things, marketing, PKM, just a bunch of things I find really interesting, applications, things like that. We have one for work. I won't open that up, but that is basically the same as this and this combined into work, because my best ideas, I work in social media marketing, and my best ideas always comes to me right before I'm going to sleep, or when I'm in the shower. At none of those points I have access to my work computer, and I don't have my work uh, applications downloaded on my phone. That is just something I've decided not to do. So it is looking pretty much like this. Here I actually have the YouTube videos I'm filming right now. So I'm testing out batch recording, and here I have a rule. So if an if a video is only based on like bullet points, I will just put it here. So this is just bullet points. I actually filmed this one. I will just put it here. But once I'm ready to like write the whole script and make more out of it, I will move this into scrintal. And there is a thing here about duplicating information between applications. I don't have an issue with that because my rule is that it will always exist in twos anyway. So if I can't find it in twos, I haven't written it down. The thing isn't written down. So I have this for all of my different ones, backlinking podcasts, my regular podcasts, which I'm actually getting a guest on quite soon, YouTube Shorts, Twitter, Blue Sky, TikTok, Facebook. So basically my project management inside of here, and I have one for projects as well, but mostly work-related projects. I write down notes inside of this project right here whenever I'm getting ready, or I go to this whenever I have my daily stand-up meetings every single day. I go in here and I uh, read through the things I did yesterday and what I'm planning to do today, and the issues I've seen and questions I have and things like that. So that is mainly what that is used as. I have only starred a couple of things, so I only start things that really matters to me. So whenever people give me a compliment or things like that, I have just started. Same goes for comments. That means a lot to me. I have this like, I won't open that up either because I have some DMs, but I have this comments that means a lot to me list, where I can go in and see some nice comments. But now let's take a look at the web clipper. So I use this for my Mematron example as well, but let's just click the web clipper right here. So we have a new web clipper. So let's just click the web clipper right here. So we have a new web clipper, and here I can just remove this. You can double click this. That means that it will always capture the link of the web page. So if I now just go back, open this instead, uh, I forgot to remove Honey from this computer. That is probably something I will have to do. It will automatically capture the link. If I now remove this, let's go back one more time into here. It won't capture the link. So I am choosing to have this on. The best part about this new web clipper is that now I can actually decide where this goes. So let's say I wanted to put this into resources. I'm logged on the wrong account. But let's say I wanted to put this in Ikigai, like that. I need to log into the right account here. So let me just do that. So now we are back inside of the right account. I barely use this computer for anything else than filming videos and playing video games, so that is why I am having this issue. But now let's find the resources. I can actually put it into resources. What also works, which I like even better, is that let's say I wanted to get all of these into my tools. I can right click, I can press save to tools if I can find it here, uh, and it will actually open this up, and I will actually be able to see this. There is no formatting here, which I would probably like, and I can then choose to put it in my resources. It will also be saved into my daily note now, because when I do this, it saves it to my daily note, but I can also just highlight and press that right there. So let's start off with jumping into my today. You can see that it appears here with no highlight, with no text formatting. That is something I would like to see. So let's go ahead and delete that. And it should also appear right here. Again, with no formatting, but it actually does turn it into a hyperlink, which I do like. So that is basically how this new web clipper worked. I've already given you my thoughts on it, so what I would like to see next, but it is much better. I can also capture the page, I can clear. It is much better than what we previously had, and the web clipper is also now available in dark mode, so it doesn't always have to be in light mode. So that covers it for today's video. That is how I personally use tools. I've talked about this before, but think of it as like a single source of truth, a capture method. But it isn't really a capture method, because some things I only have inside of tools and I work from tools. But basically the way it works is that everything goes into tools and it gets sent to the right place after that. So if everything else falls apart, if my system totally collapses, which it might do because of my mental health issues and the fact that I sometimes get really depressed. It hasn't happened in a while now, but I sometimes get really depressed, and that is when I need my system the most, but I can't maintain it. It falls apart. Knowing that I have everything inside of tools really makes my life easier. So I could just work off of tools whenever I need to, whenever I don't have the energy to do like full weekly reviews and reset everything. I can just go a week or two living just with twos. That isn't necessarily perfect for me, since I choose to use different applications because I need them for different use cases, but it is much better than having your system totally collapsing. And I have chosen Tools because it is really simple, it is fun to use, it does everything I needed to do, and just in general, I really, really enjoy it. But that covers it for today's video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below and I will try to get to them as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching today's video.